What?
This is Brody back with another video, and I haven't posted in a while, guys, but this video, it's going to be my DCEU timeline, how I work it out, and I'm going to make a separate video about every single one of these, or at least I'll try, because I said that I'd do this a long time ago, probably since my very first video, and yeah, so let's get started. I wrote it down on a journal. So of course, I'd started off with Man of Steel. It's been, I think, a few years. At that time period, it would have been a few years after the Dark Knight Rises, and I feel like I was glad in the DCEU that they put the Man of Steel first, because we haven't had a lot of superpower DC movies in a while, and the Superman Returns movie, that was just not good, not good at all. It was horrible. And so, but Man of Steel, I'd keep the tone at the same pace. I'd only change a few things. Like, I would actually include Lex Luthor in Man of Steel, and General Zod would still be the villain. So I thought that having General Zod as the first villain for Superman was a really good idea, battling another Kryptonian. So yeah, so I decided to go with Man of Steel first, and then after and after Man of Steel would be Batman Year One, and that would come out in 2014. So after Man of Steel, they start production and all that stuff like that. So Batman Year One is basically a whole year with Batman, but the movie wouldn't be like 2 hours. The movie would be, I'd make it really, really long, but I might change it to like 2015 or something, but yeah, I'd make it Batman Year One, or if that wouldn't work out, I'd just make it The Batman at least. So I'll try to include. So I'd make it a little bit about, so in the beginning, Batman just dealing with regular criminals, kind of having a hard time because this is the beginning of Batman. And so, but then later in the movie, he starts facing these things called metahumans. So he'll face like, the first metahuman he faces in Batman Year One is going to be Man-Bat. That's how I do it, Man-Bat. And so he'll see Man-Bat as a fear, because Man-Bat is kind of what Batman really doesn't want to be. So yeah, so Man-Bat would be one of the primary villains, but the main villain, one of my favorite Batman villains of all time, Black Mask. So Black Mask would be the main villain of Batman Year One. And then we'll have some other gang bosses or mobsters and stuff like that. So then, in 2015, which I wrote on my paper, would be Wonder Woman. I'd keep it like the comics. I'd put the New 52 origin story in there, because I thought the New 52 Wonder Woman origin story and the comic book was just great. But I wouldn't like completely copy it, but I take a lot of influence on the Wonder Woman movie, not the new one that's coming up, but the actual animated movie. I love that movie, and I take a lot of influence on it. And so, yeah, I'd have Ares be the main bad guy. I would not have it be in like 1960s or 70s, 80s, 90s, or whatever. Yeah, some of y'all might disagree with that. Like, sure, I'd be fine with it, but I feel like it should be more in the future. And let's just say Wonder Woman has had a lot of experience lately. And so, yeah, in the same year, I would make Justice League. Some people would say, no, 3 movies and then Justice League, that's a little too quick. But no, I think it's pretty good. I know Marvel, I guess, they made like 5 movies before the Avengers, so maybe I can add a few, but making a whole bunch of movies, and then finally making it big, like, sure, that's something Marvel does, but that's something Marvel does, and that can be a change with the DCEU. So after Justice League will come The Flash, and I would make that in 2016. So in The Flash, he discovers his powers and everything like that. So, the CW's Flash, I love the show, I love everything about it, but I don't understand why they made it in the exact way. Like, you know that they're gonna use the Flash in some way, but now we have to deal with, oh no, hey, that's kind of like the CW's Flash and stuff like that. I really wish they didn't use the Flash in the CW. Like, sure, they made Green Arrow, but I would have done someone else instead of the Flash. But overall, it don't worry, I'm not saying it's a good show, but it's just it didn't make that much sense to me. So yeah, so I'd make the Flash, about him getting his powers. The main villain would be the Reverse Flash. Yes. Oh yeah, and by the way, in this DCEU thing, this is gonna be like the first half. I also got influenced by J Roar. You should watch his channel, check him out. But yeah, so I'd have the Flash, and then after that, I'd have Aquaman. Aquaman in 2016, same year. So it's just gonna be full on ocean. They're swimming, all in the ocean. Almost everything is shot like that. Well, there's gonna be a lot of use of CGI. I might move it to like 2018, or I might switch it with the next one, Green Lantern Corps, which is gonna take place in space. Just space. So the Green Lantern Corps movies is gonna follow to actually, darn it, I already forgot what it was called. I will have to say it in another video. But it's gonna be where every single Lantern Corps, they all fight, like full on fight. I literally forgot what it was called. I heard about it. I'm like, this would be awesome. I'm like, this is crazy. Sorry, I have to move camera. Arms getting tired. But yeah, guys, overall, that would be my DCEU Phase 1. Put in the comments, like, so you can, I don't want, like, you to dislike anything or anything else, but you can tell me some things that I think I should change, and I can get an idea and be like, oh yeah, I understand what you mean. But yeah, guys, that's really it, and I will see you on the other side.